I got one thing to do, and only one thing to do right now today. Other than watch Car Theft 5, of course. That was in the video. Today, my friends, I speak directly to the broken ones, whose vote went for Barack Obama. But cannot find the least bit of respect for the new head coach. I even warn you. When you vote for somebody that just talked his way into being president, just talked their way into it, just talked and was black into being president, that's all they did. They were just black, and they were talking a lot. That's all they did. And then slowly corrupted the governmental power and corrupted society in a way that they were only dependent on the government or government assisted type stuff, and the immigrants could just come in freely if they please, and do whatever to the children of society, the children of this society, the millennials of this society, or just go out on the streets, do whatever, pretty much, keep it there. And then apparently it's easier living for the people that don't want to live life the right way, just decide to live on the streets, decide to live in the government assisted homes or whatever. I live like a homeless person. And then he was somewhat smart enough to get determined enough, and apparently the people were somewhat still dumb enough after all he did, after from $12 trillion to $22 trillion in debt happened. The people were still fooled and doing what one man wanted to do. They were still fooled into the creation of a dictatorship from a democracy. They were still fooled to think that, just because this man is black means racism is not really a thing, even though it just now re-begun. Otherwise, people wouldn't have to write a bunch of news articles, or otherwise there wouldn't be a bunch of news articles about, feminist outbreaks and gender specification outbreaks, anything that Barack Obama caused. There wouldn't have to be news articles about kids shooting up schools. Like at one point it was like 1 month there was one shooting, and another month there was another shooting. There was immigration problems, shootings, signs to break out war, deals with Iran so they can build a nuclear missile, some more shootings, terrorist attacks. Kind of just all happened when Barack Obama was in his presidential term. Just kind of all. The nation didn't really care. But the same person, the same type of style of talk, the same type of race, not to be racist, of course, which is a big problem. Me mentioning the term race and the term black president is a big problem already. Because we created a big problem, because people found a need to be mad at something, and that made them feel more powerful. So voting for Barack Obama, is what started that. But yet, those people And I'm talking to those specifically who voted for Barack Obama in Arizona, which it was a Republican state, but usually it's just a Republican state by the fact of the congressman or whatever. Which the congressman vote has a little bit too much power. Like, pretty much a congressman's vote is like 200 people votes, regular people votes, in power toward the election. But maybe even a little bit more. Anyway, and yet you can't at least try to have the same type of guy. Like, are you smart? You're trying to say you're now just smart after letting somebody try to rule you and overtake the country? I'm probably gonna get a lot of hate on this. But those who hate are those who follow the path of the unwise, the path of the people who are stupid enough to be controlled by the government. But yet there's those that still just don't like the new Herm Edwards situation. Or even to those that don't like the leading situation of Trump, of the Trumpster. The supposed wall he's gonna build is impossible. So is the Great Wall of China. It's impossible. It's not possible. But it already happened. The Great Wall of China is not possible, but it already happened. It seems a lot harder to build the wall in Mexico on the border. But it also seems pretty hard to go from $10 to $12 million in 1 year of debt, $10 trillion in 1 year of debt, to $22 trillion in 1 year of debt. It seems pretty impossible to me. Not in 1 year, 8 years, sorry. It seems pretty impossible as well to build a wall across the border. Even just to build like a good enough like fence or something that's actually good at securing, with open 2 to 5 lane gaps. But would it be impossible to, granted, build a wall that stretches across over 6,000 miles of China, that's crooked, that's going over massive mountainsides, straight over massive mountainsides, rough, rugged terrain, in ancient times, with no tools or technology? Is that impossible? Is it impossible that they devised the wall to be so high that not even the enemy's catapults can shoot over it? And they would have to, the catapults of the enemies are, if the enemies had catapults, I don't know what they actually used in those days. Was it so impossible that they literally only built it so you have to go around or go through the whole entire wall? The whole entire 6,000 miles of wall. Which, by the way, is like the size of, you could fit a street like this on a majority of the wall. It's that wide. With towers that span another 20 to 30 feet higher. On at least a 25-foot wall. I might be under-exaggerating. That's impossible. Sure, it took them like 12,000 years. But this wall, if it was like straightened out and stretched across China and into the other countries that border China. And also, don't forget the pieces that just kind of branch off. Just kind of there. Yeah, that was impossible. Now, it's not gonna be easy to do what undo what Barack Obama's done, and it's not gonna be easy for humans to think of the positive way. But just because it's the hard way does not mean that you have to shun away from do it, call impossible, and not do it. You could even say it was impossible to drive China to the clearest, mind-numbing end that they just had to spend decades, years, thousands of years, time periods, and chunks. The time period of the wall is in chunks of time periods through thousands of years of building it. Chunks of leadership periods through thousands of years of building it. The Wall of Mexico is possible. It is also possible that a man with the voice of like Barack Obama can lead a football team to a championship. It is also very possible. Oh, by the way, he's black. Just in case you want to support him just because he's black. I know it doesn't really mean that much, but it is the first African American coach that ASU had. At least that's what it's been said. At least 4 million people or more supported Barack Obama because he was black. Don't tell me what's impossible. I don't want to hear that word. I don't like that word. That word hurts. It's the fact that we have $22 trillion in debt thanks to Barack Obama. Half of it, more than half, thanks to Barack Obama. The 10 trillion that we already accumulated was technically because we were trying to keep up with the war, the Cold War. We're trying to keep up with Russia and all their technology and missiles and stuff. But that was well used because now we have the best army in the history of the world. We have the best nation in the history of the world, so tell me what is impossible. Let me know. Let me know. Now this video, somebody's gonna watch it, one person's gonna watch it, it's gonna get outraged. That time I stood up and said something. The bitter disgust of what people think is possible. There's a lot of people, it's probably because there's just a lot of people that living a normal life is not possible. Well, it used to be very easy. Just do it.